Hi, I'm Laura and I run Little Steamers classes, bringing science, technology, engineering, arts and maths to children in the early years through play and exploration. I'm working in collaboration with TTS to show you simple and engaging STEAM activities that can inspire a love of STEAM learning for the children in your setting. In this short video, I'm going to show you my really quick and simple Potion Commotion activity that can get your children thinking like scientists and exploring with loads of hands-on maths and science too. So let's get started. You'll already know that making potions is a top favourite activity for little ones anyway. But with this Potion Commotion activity, I'm going to show you how to add that extra science twist to your potion making by clearly structuring predictions and observations. Now, these colourful bottles, which are available from TTS, make potion making so much more exciting and playful. My own children couldn't wait to play with them when they arrived. But they can also help to add some scientific observation and predictions to your potion making too. And that's what I'm going to show you once we start. But in advance, you'll need to set up a potion station. So you might use a tuff tray like I have here, or have a water area or an outside area or a mud kitchen or something like that. And then you'll need to put lots of things on it. So let me show you what I've got on mine. So I've got a variety of different sized spoons, including, I think it's always great if you've got some measuring spoons, because then they can start to look at the numbers that are on those. I've got a variety of transparent containers. I've got some kind of measuring cylinders and jugs type things. I've got some droppers, which are always really good for practicing those fine motor skills, some funnels, a sieve, so lots of things like that. And of course I've got my coloured bottle sets, which we're going to use in this activity. But I've also got some ingredients. Let me show you some of the things that I've got here. So I've got some salt, we could have some sugar. I've got some sand. I've got some rice, some pasta, uncooked pasta, and went outside and got some leaves that I chopped up here. So choose any ingredients that you want to have on your station. But I've also got a few different jugs of water. So I've got just some water, just some regular plain water there. But I also made some slightly more exciting water too. I put a little drop of paint in a few jugs of water to give myself some red water, some blue water, and some yellow water. So I went with the primary colours so that we can think about mixing colours in our potions too. So those are the kind of things that you could have at your potion station. I've got everything I need here ready. So let's have a go. Science activities, like most things in the early years, should be child-led and explorative. But we need to make sure that children are exploring scientifically, which is why we're going to focus on separating out predictions and observations in this activity. So every child is going to need their own potions bottle, and it's here they're going to make their potions and their predictions. And then they'll also need a transparent container or jar where they'll make their observations. Now you can use that sort of vocabulary with the children, predicting, observing, transparent, because the more that you're modelling that scientific language, the more they're going to start to pick it up themselves. Okay. So children, today we are going to be potion scientists, and we are going to make our own potions in this special potion bottle. Now, what shall we put in our potion? Shall we start with some water? And look, on this bottle there are lines. Shall we choose which line to pour our water up to? Shall we pour it up to this first line for now? So obviously the children are going to make their potions themselves, but I'll make this one just so that you get an idea of what we're doing. So we can practice our measuring by pouring the water up to the first line. There we go. It's even got fractions on it, so you could be reading your fractions too. So we've poured some water in, but what else shall we add? Well, maybe we'll use our measuring spoons and the children can choose what they want to do, but thinking like scientists, not just chucking stuff in, but thinking more carefully. So maybe I'll use my big spoon, which has the number 15 on it, to put in 2 spoons of salt. 1. Could be using funnels for this as well. I'll just put it in like this, even though I'm spilling a little bit. So 2 spoons of salt. I think I might put in some sand too. Maybe I won't use a measuring spoon for that. Maybe I'll just use a dessert spoon, and I'm going to put in maybe 1 dessert spoon of sand. Okay. What about putting in some bits of pasta? How many bits of pasta shall I put in? Shall we count them? So we're doing some great counting too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe some bits of leaf as well. Let's put some bits of leaf in, a couple of pinches of leaves like that. And then I think it's important that we put some colours in too. So what colours should we put in? Let's just choose 2 colours first of all, so we can think about mixing our primary colours. So maybe let's put in 3 drops of blue, maybe 5, so we can practice. So it goes all the way up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe we'll just put the whole lot in. Some blue. And then what about some yellow too? Maybe we'll put 2 of these tubes of yellow in. 1. So for children doing this, it's going to be squeeze, in, let go, and that sucks it up. And 2. Okay. Just so that it's a bit easier to see with this, let me put a little bit of extra of each one in now for you. Okay. And then, once we put everything in that we're happy with, we're going to put the lid onto our potion and give it a good shape. Now, the great thing about these bottles is because they're coloured, it's a bit harder to see what's happening inside. So it really allows us to separate out predictions and observations as separate steps. So when they're giving it a mix, I'm going to say to the children, what a great potion. But remember, we're potion scientists and we need to think like scientists. So let's make some predictions. Let's think about what we think we'll see when we pour the potion into our observation jar. What colour do you think the water might be? What do you think might have happened to the sand? What do you predict will happen to the salt? So making lots and lots of great predictions. And then we're going to pour it in. So let's observe our potion. Oh, let's observe what we can see in here. Well, where is the sand? Well, the sand is at the bottom. The sand has sunk to the bottom. Well, we know that because that's what happens to sand on the beach and in the sea. And then our leaves are floating on the top. Did you predict that? Did you predict the leaves would float? But hang on a minute, where's the salt? I can't see the salt. Well, the salt has disappeared, and there's a special word for what happens to salt in water, and that word is dissolved. So maybe we could repeat that word, dissolved. So our pasta has sunk to the bottom too. So we're making lots of observations. What do we observe happening in our potion? What about the colour? Well, it's a bit of a murky colour. Maybe we'll need to add some more next time. But it is a little bit green, and maybe children predicted that blue and yellow mixed together would give a green colour. They could try to add a little bit more. They could put the paint even straight in. So once they've made their potion and their predictions, poured it out, made their observations like potion scientists, they might want to pour this potion away and start again, or they might want to pour it back in their potions jar and add some more things and make predictions again. Now, as children start to do this more independently, and they're going to get quicker and quicker, and they're going to start putting things in. So it's important to remind them that this is something that we do like potion scientists. So we are making those predictions, making those observations, and you can ask questions as they go along that help to draw out those parts from it. So that is how we give potions a scientific twist. If you wanted to take your potions exploring one step further, you could cross over into some literacy and a bit more maths. So I've got a couple of potions recipes here. So you can see they've got numbers, simple words, but pictures next to them as well for the children to see. So I might make a few of these and put them around the potions area, possibly laminated. Or for older children, you could leave out some mini whiteboards and pens for them to start thinking about trying to write their own recipes. Combining with recipes like this can really make it a great outdoors activity too. You could have leaves or grass for children to go and hunt and find. You could put it into a mud kitchen. But remember, keep trying to use the correct vocabulary as they mix and pour, and especially keep thinking about making those predictions and observations to give your potions that scientific twist. Okay, that's the end of my Potion Commotion activity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that that really simple activity can help you bring some hands-on maths and science to the children in your own setting. Now, if you'd like to try out my ramp races video, you can also find that for some engineering activity ideas for your setting too. And all of my activities will get you developing lots of other skills in children too, like problem solving, creativity, collaboration, fine and gross motor skills. So if you would like any of these STEAM resources, like the bottle set that I showed you today, or any other STEAM resources to bring learning to your setting, check out TTS's STEAM section on their website. They have lots available there. And finally, if you'd like me with little steamers to bring some fun and engaging STEAM learning to you, I deliver classes to schools, to nurseries, to childminders, and we do everything from dinosaurs to gravity and everything in between. So you can head online to littlesteamers.co.uk, that's littlesteamers.co.uk, to find out more and try your first class for free. All right, that's all from me. I hope you will see me again really soon, and in the meantime, happy exploring. Bye.